Assalamu alaikum, sisters and brothers. Sulaiman Rahim here. Welcome. Brothers and sisters, I just want to have a very short little presentation here to show you the power of the angel and how you cannot understand anything that the Bible is telling you without that key. Now, you can follow Exodus, and that's pretty open, but it's still under a veil. But it's enough to give you a basic rundown of what's happening. You can follow it, and it gives you a basic outline, right? But to understand the details, you need the angel keys for that. Now, when it says that Jesus or Joshua would turn water to wine, this is what it's talking about. See, because water gives you life, but wine gives you spirit. Remember, there was two resurrections with Ezekiel. The one had no spirit, had form but no spirit. See, but the other one, the second one, had spirit, and that's the one that Joshua would bring in. See, so you read when you have the sealed Bible, is the water. The unsealed is the spirit of what's really going on. See, like I say, you have the spirit of the thing, so it gives you the spirit of what the Bible is really about. At least from our point of view, what it does for us, because it is the key to our resurrection. Let's move this over here a little bit. It's the key to our salvation. It's a book that was revealed, that's to be revealed at the end of time. See, it's a book that was supposed to light the time of unprecedented trouble, because it'd be a time of unprecedented darkness. When they say unprecedented, that's not a light word. That's a very powerful word, a very powerful concept. Where the unprecedented, they say it's never been before, and they said not. They go further than that. They said never after. So it means in all of human history, in all of our history, there's never been a time like we're in now, and that we're really approaching. Because the days ahead, what's happening right now is nothing like what's going to happen in the days ahead. I'm trying to bring it all home to you, brothers and sisters, and what it took to get this, because it was so important that it was sealed down with 7 seals. See, unbreakable seals, because it had to be protected. See, it had to be protected. Just like our land over there was sealed down with all that sand to be protected, because our inheritance is sure. See, but it had to be protected. See, because we don't want to inherit some garbage, some radiated land. See, and a false vision, a corrupted vision which they're trying to give us. So, as I said, I'm going to keep this as brief as possible. But we're on a time of unprecedented trouble. And what it took, this planning started 50,000 years ago. That's how intense this plan is. It started 50,000 years ago with Dr. Shabazz. He had 50,000 years, because normally we just look 25,000 years ahead of time. But in this case, they actually looked 50,000 years ahead of time, because it was so crucial. They said, no, 25,000 years is not enough time to prepare for this period of time. You understand? They said 25,000 years was not enough time to prepare for what we're getting ready, what we're going through. Now, we went through hell, but it says that wasn't unprecedented trouble. The hell we just went through. We just went through 464 years of hell, and that's not the unprecedented time of unprecedented trouble. That means what we're going to go through now is worse than what we went through the 464 years. You understand that? And that was hell. That was unprecedented in its own way. That's what we're about to go through. But we're going to be saved out of it. Those are smart enough, intelligent enough, wise enough, right, to get them tickets, to acquire them tickets. Because you don't want to go through this great tribulation. Nobody trying to scare you is telling you the truth. See, you don't hear Farrakhan telling you about this. It's a time of unprecedented trouble. Do they understand what that means? That's even, they said the first God went through, he went to war with total triple darkness, total triple darkness. This is going to be worse than that. And it's all going to be compressed within a year, more or less. Well, more, around, but the core of it will be 1 year. And we're about to move into it. It's going to shake the earth. The explosion of the moon, it rocked the earth. But that was a time of great trouble, but this will be greater than that. I can impress upon you. And the people that survived suffered 50,000 years of suffering, preparation, sacrifice. 464 years of the ultimate sacrifice to produce someone that could break those seals. See? That will open the door to paradise, to escape out of this hell that's about to be unleashed on the entire planet. The Quran says the raging and roarings of hell. He said they will not hear the faintest sounds of the raging and roarings of hell. Hell is bad enough, it's raging and roaring. As a free gift, so you won't hear the faintest sound of it. Can Farrakhan promise you that? They don't even know about it. Can Salas promise you that? They have no idea. See, we're in it and they don't even know. It says that it would be preceded by plague that's raging through the country. And that's nothing compared to what's about to happen. That's just open the door. That's just the opening scene. The opening scene. See? They let you know the God's on the case. Let you know he's here. That's the first of the plagues. Okay, here I am. Here's the plague. I told you about it. Here it is. Right? Just relax. I got you. But your enemies, I'm going to kick their ass. See, let them know I'm here. See? It's a message to us and a message to them. A message to us that, hey, we got you. Don't worry. Message to them, time for you to pay up. And they're doing everything they can to flip the script to make you think it's the other way around. So I'm going to tell you about this little thing, then we're going to move on. See, this beautiful story about David and Goliath. You think it's just some historical study? Why do they tell you that stuff? I mean, what's the point of about David and Goliath? I mean, how is that going to benefit you now? We say, well, man, that means if you got a powerful enemy and you small, right? Well, that means if you have faith in God, you can take them on. I mean, you might get some stuff out of that, right? But you don't need a David and Goliath story to give you that kind of idea. Even though you might hear that, but the way the armies work nowadays, the way they think, they ain't gonna take 100 people and go up against 1,000. No general will do it. Even though you see in the movies some 100-pound woman kicking ass out, kicking 100 karate expert, kicking her ass, all this stuff. That's stupid. But see here, this angel here. Now, this is where we are right now in time. See, you see those stones up there? Okay, those are the trumpets. The red ones are the trumpets, but 2 is already blown. 2 is already blown. The top 2 have already blown. So the first one, when you understand the angel, it's the 5th trumpet that blows first, and then the 6th one releases the first 4. So they think the first one goes first, the second one, third. No, read it carefully. The 5th one goes first, and the 6th one released the first 4. Okay? So, what's happening here is that, and that is incorrect. That we'll have doing DESOLATION. I'm not going to change it right now. Well, maybe I will, because I don't want anybody confused here. See? I'm so busy. I'm making too many unforced mistakes here. I need to slow down a little bit, I think. But anyway, oops. That's not, that's actually the sixth trumpet right there. That's actually the sixth one. That releases. Oh, that's all wrong. That's all wrong altogether. Yep. Best I get it right. Best I get it right. So bear with me, brothers and sisters, for a second. So that should be like that. Okay, 6. Okay, there you go. So let me start this again. Oops. How do you get back like that? You see something there? Okay, it's good. Well, okay. Okay, back. Okay, see here? Put it back like it was. Okay. The sixth one, right? The sixth one is about to blow. It's going to release the first 4, which are the 4 winds. But also the stones. And it said David had 5 smooth stones. But he only used the 5th one to slay Goliath. See? So that's the one down here at the bottom down here. See? Because he's the 5th one. He's the first one to go. Right? And he's the one that's with the shield. I'm not going into all the details about that, but that's the 5th stone there. Okay? So it said he has a slingshot. Now we know that these are 2 witnesses here, and they also are called a sackcloth. So that's what slingshot is, sackcloth. You see? Those that study the angel understand this. Right? So there's David's 5th stone. It's in sackcloth, and it's like it's supposed to be right there, right? And he says he slings it at Goliath's head and knocks out Goliath, and then cuts his head off. 2 stages here. So that's what's happening here. Now we see Goliath is Satan or false Israel. See? We know that because it said he had 4 brothers and 4 brothers. I'm not going into all the details about that, but that's Goliath. And that's where stone his head is towards his head. But Goliath also represents Gog and Magog too. He's so powerful. He's so powerful. Nobody, they got all their stealth fighters. They got the atomic bombs. I mean, who can mess with? They say, who is this beast? Who is like this beast? Who can make war with this beast? That's what they're saying about Goliath. Say, who is this beast? Who can make war with him? He's so powerful. America's so powerful. They can eradicate everybody on the planet. Who can mess with him? See? But Goliath said, hey. David said, hey, who is David? David is Master Farad Muhammad. Suleiman is his spiritual son. That's why he called son of man. Suleiman, son of man. And his father, David. See, Solomon was David's son. See? That's why it says when Solomon, or son of man, he kept referring to his father. He was referring to David. Anyway, you can study that on your own. But what happens here is that this is the war. See, this is where they are right now. There is wind blowing because right now, Iran, and if you pay attention in news, Iran and Syria is getting hot over there. And they're pushing hard against, right, America and Britain and false Israel. They're threatening war. They ain't talking about sanctions anymore. They're talking about war. They're talking about war within the next few days, within the next 2 months, the maximum. That they said, because they said they're going, Iran, we got so much uranium, they definitely have nuclear weapons in 2 months, so they can't have it happen. We're not going to have it happen. There's no way going to have it happen. So what's that mean? We're not going to JCPOA. Iran said, I'm not going back to that. Right? None of those conditions. America said, well, you're going to our condition, you ain't going at all. They said, well, hell with you. And so now they're enriching uranium at an increased rate. And what does that mean? Do the math. Connect the dots. Okay. They declared they're not going to let them do it. False Israel said, we'll go alone if we have to. Biden's already gave them the red light. Right? See? And they say they only got a 2-month window there. And so they're not going to wait the whole 2 months. He said they may be showing that because they got secret sites. See? So do the math. So here it is. And it says, Michael and his angels went to war with the dragon and his angels. Michael starts this. Because he makes his move. See? Because he's wiser than them. He ain't going to wait till they make their move. When he knows he about to make their move, then he's going to preempt them. See? He see the punch coming, then bam, he's going to hit him. He's going to counter punch before they can punch. See what I'm saying? If you're a good boxer, right, and you see a guy getting set for a punch, right, then bam, you hit him before he throw his punch. So Master Muhammad knows exactly what they're doing. He's already neutralizing all their nuclear sites. See, all this power. See, so it's already nuclear. They already say they're nervous because they got these so-called UFOs. They're hovering all around all their nuclear sites. What do you think they're there for? Just take pictures, vacationing, photo ops. See? Read the scripture. You don't listen to Farrakhan, don't pay attention to scripture because he don't want you because you see him. So there he is right there. So this is where we are right now, right? The sixth seal is about to blow. Right? The fifth one already blown. And then here we go. Bam. Slingshot hit Goliath in the head. See? And knocks him out. Then he cuts his head off. See? That's the end of Goliath. See? That's the story. That's the abomination of desolation. See? That triggers it. See? When that happens, it says run. See? Run where? Run to the mountains. What does that mean? If you don't know the angel key, have no idea what that means, because it doesn't mean run to a mountain, a physical mountain. It means we're in trouble. It's telling us to run. It says those in Judea. It's talking about us. Run. Because when that happens, all hell is going to break loose. That's the abomination of desolation. That's the time of unprecedented trouble. That's the time they have decided they're going to wipe your ass out. Because now it's clear who you are, and it's either us or them. Because false Israel, the foundation of this false illusion, this belief matrix, it just went down. That means it's down to two things: either you the true seed Abraham, or they the spirit seed Abraham. And if we're the true seed Abraham, right, then they're in trouble, in every way you can imagine. See, first of all, that means they're a bunch of devils and everything else. Second, man, God's after them. That means we're going to take the throne, and what do you think we're going to do to them when we coming back into power after what they've done to us? What do you think we're going to do to them? What would you do? If you knew your enemy, if you knew somebody you've been beaten and abused and everything forever, and now they're going to get power over you, you going to sit down and let that happen? Are you going to sit there and let that happen? When they still sitting under your control and your chains, and you're going to let them break free and destroy you because you know what you did to them. So what you think they're going to do to you? They're going to destroy you. I mean, what would you do? I said, run. If nowhere if you I don't care where you are, you're going to have to run. And they're not playing. When they say run, bro and sisters, they're not playing. Because your next door neighbor, your white next door neighbor is going to kill you. You have to run out the cities. You have to run. All black folks going to come together. They're going to kill you. That's not. We're not talking just the army. We're talking about all of them. They're going to get you. That's what's going to force us all together. They don't care who demons or whatever. Are you black? They're going to get rid of you. Because they know a false Israel ain't. If they go down, they know they're not the true seed of Abraham. They know that you must be. You know what they've done. They're not going to hesitate. It says they're not going to hesitate. Why do you think they get all these weapons? They ain't telling you what's going on. They ain't telling you the truth about this virus. They know what's going on. They know what that means. They've had us here before. They've been studying that sealed Bible for over 2,000 years, and specifically in the last 500 years. They know exactly what the sealed Bible says. And they know what this plague means. You don't be the real scholar, understand 1619. Why do you think they call it the 1619 Project? Why do you think they call the critical race theory the 1619 Project? I mean, what does it take to wake your ass up? COVID-19. Wow, that's 19. They know exactly what is going on. And they get 50% of all the vaccinations, so-called vaccination, is just saline. It's not the real thing. And they won't tell you who they're giving it to. They're giving the placebo to and who they get the real thing to. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is documented. It says, flee. That's what you're about to be faced with, brothers and sisters. This is serious. And people have died. Millions of our people have went through 400 years or so, or 464 years of abject terror. It's died, murdered, so tortured. Right? 50,000 years of patience and preparations to get to this message to you. That means this message is powerful and it's sacred. It's divine. It's not to be played with. It's to be respected because our people's lives depend on it. So anyone that doesn't respect this message have no part in this because they don't understand it. Because if you understood, you respect it. See? Anything that you love and that you respect, right, you're going to take care of. And you're going to be very respectful of it. See? Because this mess is soaked in our people's blood. Our people's suffering. And we're going to take light of it? Play games with it? No, that's not going to happen with me. I'm not even talking about my personal experiences, my personal tribulations, just to get this message to you. That's why I have no patience for anyone who attacks it or gets in the way of it or disrespects it. See, because you want to get me angry, F around with it. Our people suffered too much to get this to you. We had to be put under we had to be put under immense pressure to produce someone, right, that could take and break those seals. And not just him. It says he said he would have many brothers and sisters. See, younger brothers and sisters come up after because they was forging that pressure also. He was at the center of it, so he took the brunt of it. I ain't the only one that suffered. All of us. But some of us more than others. Depends on what your position was and your position is. See? So brothers and sisters, don't play around with this. That's the last thing you want to do. It says right in AL-INJIL, it says anyone even change a word. They even change the word, they're thrown in a lake of fire. Even change a word, one word. Okay, brothers, that's what I want to say. I went a little longer than I expected to, but this shows how beautiful it is. See, I can take it a little further, but that's what it's talking about, the David story. See? Because you got them walk around, man, they're super missiles and everything. I mean, they're powerful. They take that from them. See? But mass from him is more powerful. And it's great to take them out. But you'll see, once they're going to be taken on seas, once they're taken down, you're going to see, brothers and sisters, you better be in flight. You better be out of here. It says, do not wait. They ain't playing. We move towards the center of the country. They're going to force us in, those that survive. A lot of us going to sit around, hey, Master, what you talking about? We're going to see the head rolling down the street. They tell you, I'm trying to get you to understand, brothers and sisters. See? When you see it happen, you don't sit around. You don't scratch your behind. You don't bother to go turn off the stove. You get your ass in gear and get the hell out of town. fast. And I'm going to keep on repeating that message the next few days because we're about there because you need to know it. Because those that listen to this, you're going to be saved. Those that don't, your head's going to be rolled down. And I spelled desolation wrong. My wife told me I need to take a break, and I probably do. I know I do. But I can't because our people depends on this. They depend on me. I didn't ask for this job. But once I agree to take it, I'm taking it 100%. But I can't emphasize enough. I'm going to let this go, brothers and sisters. When you see that, first you have to recognize it. Those brothers don't recognize they're already lost. See? Well, some of them going to make us while they're getting knocked some out. The rest of them will be able to get away. See? Because that's when the four winds going to come. That's going to give you a little breathing space. That's the only breathing mercy you're going to get, those four winds. Because they're going to hit you immediately. See? But they're going to come in all blacks. And then those four winds, right? That's those African brothers, right? They're going to give you a little breathing space for you to escape. For those of you that didn't know what was going on, some of them are going to get taken out. Because your neighbor's going to they're coming after you. They're going to get rid of you. They know what's going on. That's not the government. The churches, they know what's going on. They can't tell you. So I'm going to say, right? See, they're not going to tell you. They know what they've done. See? And once that false Israel is going down, there's nothing to hide anymore. It's all out and open. I don't know. I'm not a good speaker, so I don't know if I'm making it clear enough, right? So I hope you listen. I'll be passing this around. Because as soon as you see it, and you're going to see it in a few more days, when that war starts, right, you're going to have a breathing room, a little breather when the war starts. That's a mercy too. Because when war starts, right, it's not going to take long for them to be defeated. See? So those of you paying attention, when you see the war start, that's going to get you, that's really get your attention then. Oh, see? So that gives you some little breathing space to prepare. And then when they lay siege to false Israel, that's another little mercy. Because they haven't taken it down yet. See? So if you ain't in your car and on the way or out of wherever you are, heading towards the center of the country, because you're going to know we have beacons that are going to let you know. You'll know. We have beacons that let you know where to go. But if you're on your car when you're ready to go, and then when that siege is over and they take it down, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble. See, some of you will, some of you escape, like I said, because the four winds blowing. Some of you lose, okay, but that's because, right, because they took out a lot of other people, they didn't just get to you yet. See, so you can be running out of the house with your full clothes on fire. It says a time of unprecedented trouble. They're not playing with that, brothers and sisters. See, because when that happens, it's going to be war unleashed, unbound. They said there won't be any food anymore. There won't be a delivery. You know how long it takes to stop delivering food in this country? It don't take very long. See, an EMP attack or anything, they go to anything. Right? If they start attacking black folks, right, that means you got open civil war. So how are they going to be delivering stuff in supermarkets, stuff under those conditions? So how long that food going to last in the supermarkets that's there? And fast, and these people, the way they eat, and when 2 or 3, 4 in a week, they'd be starving. In 1 week, they would be starving. That's how fast it's going to take. In 1 week, they will be starving. Even if they got electricity and stuff, they're going to be starving within 1 week. And we already know what that means. They're eating their pets. They're eating their children. It already tells you how it's going to be. In 1 week, that will happen. It won't take but a week to do it. Maybe even less. How long can you last right now if there's no food in the store when you run to it? How long will your food last? What if you got no electricity? Even if you got electricity, how long will your food last? How long before you be hungry? That's what we're moving into, brothers and sisters. I've been warning you for 30-some years. Now we at it. It's at your door. Time of unprecedented trouble. It says when you see that abomination of desolation, flee. It says it'll be an outcry in Egypt such as never and never before. That's talking about right? Time unprecedented trouble. That's particularly talking about a war with America's war with China and India. China and Korea and Russia and Europe. And that. See, because they're going to be, America's going to be catching it in and out. And they whole focus the major folks here getting rid of you. Everybody. That next door neighbor you thought was you like so much, maybe that one you sleeping with. See? Because they're going to pull that mask off. The ones you love so much. See? And they ain't going to care whether you was a good Negro, or bad Negro, a house Negro, a field Negro. If you black, that's your ass. They don't care if you're Christian or Jewish or Hebrew or whatever you want to call yourself. Okay, bro, I don't want much longer. I expect you to go. Because I got to get this message to you, because that's where we at right now. I've been warning you, and everything I've been telling you about is happening. And this could happen while I'm talking. It could happen any day now. That's up to Master Muhammad. I can't tell you exactly the time, but I know I'm close. It says when you see, like the brother was saying, when you see Israel surrounded by armies, or Jerusalem surrounded by armies, why is all the armies? You never see all the armies over there like that. China's there, Russia's there. Somebody's over in the Middle East right now. It says that means the desolation is nigh. Nigh means near, very near. That means the abomination of desolation is to take down the false Israel. When that happens, all bets are off. Your next door neighbor, if they sleep, nope, they're going to attack you. They're going to get rid of you. That's what it's telling you. You got to leave. They're going to come out. Oh, I didn't know you had all them guns. Because they're going to know who you are. Even the messenger said that. It says, when it's revealed who you are, they're going, why didn't you tell us who? It's life or death, and they know it. That's why I keep telling you. It says, flee immediately. Don't wait. Don't look back. Don't get your coat. Nothing. Why do you think they're telling you that? Why do you think they're telling you that? Sometimes, and no one's warning you about that. Listen to Pharaoh. Oh, hide the time. We're supposed to hide from the indignation. Okay, we're supposed to go in the house and just lock our door. Listen to that dumbass. Okay, you do that. See? And you be sitting down there squatting when they come and blow your damn head off. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I'm going to leave it there. See? But again, this message, it took the blood of our ancestors, millions of them, 50,000 years of preparation. See, it took me a sacrifice you can't even believe to get this message to you. So anybody disrespect this message, disrespecting me, disrespecting our ancestors, disrespecting Elijah Muhammad, disrespecting the God, and we have nothing to do with them. So if they got a problem with that, bye. See? Because you should respect this message more than you respect your own life, because our people depend on it. Unprecedented message for unprecedented time. So if you have a problem with that, so on. Okay. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum.